Good morning, Northern Michigan, from your local National Weather Service office in Gaylord. This is meteorologist Dave Lawrence bringing you the latest rendition of our hazardous weather briefing for northern, lower, and eastern upper Michigan. Today is Tuesday, the 9th day of April, 2013. Here's a quick look at the hazardous weather highlights here over the next 7 days or so. I've been talking about it a little bit here lately, and unfortunately for the spring lovers, not exactly what you want to hear, but looks like we're looking at a late season wintry mix of precipitation. That would be some snow, some sleet, perhaps some freezing rain. This would be mainly across northern lower Michigan, and the time frame for this is basically Wednesday night through Friday. And there is still the potential for some significant accumulation of snow and or ice during that time period, so certainly something you want to keep an eye on, and we'll talk about more here in just a few minutes. Also of note is the potential for some gale force winds across the nearshore and open waters of the Great Lakes. That would be Wednesday night into Thursday, and certainly that's not terribly atypical for this time of the year. Starting off looking at our current weather map early this morning, low pressure skirting by to our east. That's a system that brought us rain for the day on Monday. In its wake, plenty of clouds and some fog out there this morning. That will gradually lift through the morning hours, but notice a storm system out in Nebraska that will quickly zip north and east as we go through the afternoon and evening hours and bring yet another round of rain to pretty much all of at least northern lower Michigan from basically later this afternoon into this evening and again into the overnight hours as well. We'll take a quick break sometime Wednesday. It's not going to last all that long. Then we'll be watching another system by Wednesday evening taking shape over the mid-Mississippi Valley. This one will be the strongest of the low-pressure systems we've seen here over the past several days. And notice on our forecast weather maps as we push further ahead here, by Friday morning that system is expected to lift into southeast lower Michigan. All the while, cold Canadian high pressure will be drifting its way through Ontario and Quebec. In the meeting of those two systems will sort of put the squeeze play on northern Michigan. We'll have cool and dry air in place with some moisture overrunning that, and that's going to set the stage for that wintry mix of precipitation. Again, mainly across northern lower Michigan, it looks like the best chances for any significant accumulating snowfall. I've shown you this map here over the last several days. What we're looking at here is 7-day precipitation totals, basically from today through Monday evening or Tuesday morning. And again, significant amounts of liquid rainfall expected, especially across the lower half of lower Michigan, amounts perhaps as much as 4 inches. Much needed rain down that way. But again, notice amounts trickling upward in the latest forecast, and that reflects that potential for a slightly further north track of our storm system late in the work week, and thus more accumulating snowfall potential. Now, this is a very, very, very early look at potential snow accumulation. Still quite a bit of uncertainty with this system over the next couple of days. But as it stands right now, it looks like we could be looking at anywhere between 4 and 6 inches of, that would be both snow and sleet accumulation. Of course, any sleet that falls will cut down on accumulations rather significantly. But the potential is also there for amounts higher than this. And again, that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on here over the next 24 to 36 hours as we really start to refine this forecast, getting closer in time. Now, as we head toward the weekend, high pressure will finally make its push out of Canada throughout much of the central and eastern portions of the country. That will provide a much-needed break in the weather department for both you all and for us as forecasters. It's been a very busy period. But we'll see quiet weather with clearing skies expected. Don't expect any significant warmth, though high temperatures will finally warm their way back into the 40s. Maybe, just maybe, a couple of lucky spots might hit 50 degrees later Sunday afternoon. Pushing further ahead, this will take us basically from the 16th to the 22nd. Ignore those dates at the top, they're incorrect. But of April, that pushes us well into the third week of the month. Still a trend for below normal temperatures across the northern tier of the country and slightly above normal precipitation. For today, though, again, another round of rain arrives this afternoon. Notice our timing here, 3 p.m. across southwest counties, 5 p.m. pushing toward the Straits. I think much of eastern upper Michigan stays dry throughout most of today and perhaps even into tonight as well. Again, on Wednesday, maybe a little bit of a rain-snow mix, maybe some sleet thrown in there as well. That doesn't look like the bigger concern. The worry will be Thursday into Friday with, again, accumulating sleet and snow possible and rather windy conditions developing as well. Well, this concludes the latest rendition of this weather briefing. Thanks for your time this morning. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and learning a little bit about the weather. Be sure to stop by and interact with us on Facebook and Twitter. Send us your weather pictures or questions, anything like that. Be glad to answer them. Also, stop by and check out the latest information on the weather 24 hours a day at weather.gov/Gaylord. Otherwise, we look forward to you joining us for the latest update to this briefing, which will be posted online no later than 5 p.m. this afternoon.